Now this is our first lesson, fundamentals of driving. For those who are still beginners, this is still very important. Those who just finished their driving lessons, this is just but a review. In driving, we use two types of vehicles. One we call this conventional car or manual transmission. The other one is hydraulic car or automatic car. In the Philippines, we seldom use this automatic car. Mostly, we prefer to drive this conventional type. Because if you know how to drive this conventional car, even without teaching you how, you can easily drive this automatic car. So we will concentrate our attention to this manual transmission. With this vehicle, as you observe here, you have the clutch, the brake, and the gasoline pedals. Whereas with the automatic car, there is no clutch pedal. It is just the brake and the gas. We will start with the clutch. What's the purpose of the clutch pedal? In your case, as a student driver, you always associate the clutch with the gear. Every time you shift the gear, you have to press the clutch. That is correct. But behind that, what is the actual function of the clutch? The clutch is used to connect or disconnect the transmission from the engine so that you can shift the gear. So the clutch is just used to connect or disconnect the transmission from the engine so that you can shift the gear. So, when you press the clutch down, is it connect or disconnect? You disconnect, so you can shift the gear. When you release the clutch, you are trying to connect. What? First, when you drive, the first thing you do, you start the engine. So what is running is just the engine. Even if you keep on pressing the gas, no way that you can move the car, because what is running is just the engine. The tires are not yet moving. So for the tires to run, you release the clutch. When you release the clutch, you are now trying to connect the transmission where the tires are connected to the running machine. Since the engine is running, and then you release the clutch, you connect the transmission. Upon connecting, naturally, the transmission will follow the rotation of the engine. Since the tires are connected to the transmission, automatically the car moves forward. This is the only function of your left foot, the clutch. So if the instructor says clutch down, you press the clutch all the way down, suddenly up to the floorboard. If he says release clutch, always release the clutch slowly, gradually. As a general rule, you cannot release the clutch suddenly. You can press the clutch suddenly all the way down, but every time you release the clutch, always slowly. That's all the function of your left foot, to press it all the way down and to release it slowly. Next, the brake. What is the purpose of the brake pedal? Of course, this is used for stopping. This is where you stop the car. This is the first function of your right foot, the brake. How do you apply the brake? Always slowly, gradually. Unless emergency cases, do not apply sudden stop. If this brake is used for stopping, then how do you stop the car? Let's say you are driving your vehicle. You want to stop. How? Is it brake first before the clutch first before the brake, or clutch and brake at the same time? Sometimes you are confused about this. You are not sure which comes first. So to avoid that problem, then you have to remember the rules in stopping the car. Actually, there are 3 ways to stop the car. So as a student driver, always remember all these 3 rules. 1. Let's say you are driving along the highway. Maybe you are running 60, 80, 100 kilometers per hour. Meaning you are running fast. If you are running fast, how do you stop the car? Brake first with your right foot slowly, and then follow the clutch all the way down. So if you are running fast, remember this, it should be the brake first before the clutch. Suppose you are running fast now, you want to stop. Brake with your right foot slowly, and then follow the clutch all the way down. After making a complete stop, you can release what? Brake only. You cannot release the clutch. Why? The engine will stop. So that is the first rule in stopping the car. If you are running fast, it should be the brake first before the clutch. Second rule, let's say you are going to your office every day, early morning, 7 o'clock. It's bumper-to-bumper traffic, rush hour traffic. Everybody is running slowly. If you are running slowly, how do you stop the car? Clutch first with your left foot all the way down, and then follow the brake slowly. So if you are running slowly, it should be the clutch first before the brake. Suppose you are running slowly now, you want to stop. Clutch with your left foot all the way down, and then follow the brake slowly. After making a complete stop, you can release what? Brake also. You cannot release the clutch for the same reason. The engine will stop. Yan. So that is the second rule. First rule, if you are running fast, you want to stop, brake first before the clutch. Second rule, if you are running slowly, you want to stop, clutch first before the brake. On both instances, after stopping the car, you can release the brake but not the clutch. Okay? Third rule, let's say you are driving along the highway again. Maybe you are around 60, 80, 100 kilometers per hour. And then suddenly in front of you, the child just crossed the road. You see the child in front of you, blocking your way. You want to avoid the child. You want to raise your speed. You have no intention of stopping the car. You just want to slow down. How? You just release the gas and then apply half brake only. No need for you to press the clutch if your intention is just to slow down. It does not necessarily mean every time you apply the brake, automatically you follow the clutch. Wrong. If your intention is just to slow down, then you just apply half brake only. So these are the rules to be remembered every time you want to stop the car. Now in your case, since you are just a beginner, so you will not get confused. Every time you want to stop, the question that you ask is like this. I want to stop. What is my speed? Mabilis ba ang takbo ko? Mabilis, so brake muna bago clutch. Am I running slowly? Yes, so clutch muna bago brake. Now do not do this. I am on the third gear, brake first. I am on the second gear, clutch first. Wrong. Do not look at the gear. You look at the speed. You might be running on the third gear, but if for several blocks, you are not pressing the gas anymore, the car is already running slowly, clutch first. You might be running on the second gear, but if you are running fast, brake first. So it depends upon the speed, not the gear. Okay? Question. Why is it that if you are running fast, you want to stop, it should be the brake first before the clutch? How come if you are running slowly, you want to stop, it should be the clutch first before the brake? Why? Suppose you are a beginner, you are still confused. You cannot just memorize all these things at the same time. So binaligtad mo lahat ng regulasyon. Baligtad lahat ang ginawa mo. You are running 100 kilometers per hour. The rule is, it should be the brake first before the clutch. But you cannot remember that. Inuna mo yung clutch, sinunod mo rin naman. Nauna lang naman konti yun. Nauna lang naman konti yung clutch. May pagkakaiba ba yun? Yes. Remember, the rule is, if you are running fast, it should be the brake first before the clutch. Why? Because the moment you press the clutch first, the faster the car runs. Lalong bibilis ang takbo pag inuna mo yung clutch. Yeah. Bakit naman siya lalong bibilis? Remember, I mentioned earlier, the function of the clutch is used to connect or disconnect the transmission from the engine. So the tires are now running 100 kilometers per hour. You press the clutch down, you disconnect the tires from the engine. We call it freewheeling. There is no more control coming from the engine. Like if you are holding a ball in your hand, as long as this ball is in your hand, you can still control this ball, where to throw it, whether you throw it there or throw it here. But the moment you release that ball, you cannot control that ball anymore. It's now on its own. So please, in case of an emergency at nataranta ka, just think about the brake, not the clutch. Oh. Because if you apply the brake and you were not able to press the clutch, what happens? Mamamatay na ang makina. Oh. It's so easy to restart again. Oh. You are running 100 kilometers per hour. Nataranta ka, kinlats mo. Ba nakalimutan mo mag-brake? You will die. That is the reason why it should be the brake first before the clutch. Now, how come if you are running slowly, it should be the clutch first before the brake? Suppose you apply the brake first, what happens? Let's say, pa ganyan-ganyan na lang takbo. Halos hinito na, binrake mo. By the time you press the clutch, the engine is gone. So you have to apply the clutch first. Because if you are running slowly, if you apply the brake first, and you are late in pressing the clutch, the engine will start. At present, as a student driver, when you took your actual driving lessons, you cannot imagine yourself stopping the car, following the principle of brake first before the clutch. Because when you took your actual driving lessons, what you hear, what you do, every time you stop, clutch down, brake. Clutch down, brake. Yun na lang narinig mo eh. Clutch down, brake. Kahit natulog kayo na sinasabi mo eh. Clutch down, brake. You seldom hear brake, clutch, brake, clutch. How come you don't apply brake, clutch? Because of the traffic situation in Metro Manila. You cannot increase your speed. You are always running slowly. So what you apply is clutch, brake. You have no opportunity to apply brake first. At present, as a student driver, and if I'm your instructor, we don't really care whether you apply brake first or clutch first. For us, that is not important. Whenever we treat you as a student driver, what's more important, you can press them both initially. Kahit anong unahin mo, okay lang. But later on, after finishing your driving lessons with the socialites, and you are now driving your own car, the professional way of stopping the car is brake first before the clutch. That is the correct method. It should be the brake first before the clutch. You only apply clutch first before the brake in heavy traffic area where the tendency is stop, go driving. But under normal driving condition, the moment you increase your speed, the correct way of stopping the car is really brake first before the clutch. If that is true, if the professional way of stopping the car is really brake first before the clutch, after applying the brake, when do you follow the clutch? As soon as you apply the brake, immediately you follow the clutch, isn't it? That's okay in the meantime. However, that is not the correct method. Let's say you are running 100 kilometers per hour. And then, you are running 100 kilometers per hour. You want to make a complete stop. You apply the brake, that's correct. Immediately you follow the clutch. That is also correct. There is nothing wrong with that. But remember, you are running 100. It takes time for the speed of 100 to stop. It will take you several blocks. So if after applying the brake, immediately you follow the clutch, waiting for several blocks for the car to stop, naka-clutch ka na, nakakapagod yun. So what you do, you are running 100, you want to make a complete stop, you apply the brake. Not necessarily following the clutch. You just wait for the car to slow down. You are running 100, you apply the brake, you reducing from 100, 80, 70, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Pag 10 na, you press the clutch. What's more important, you can press the clutch before the car will completely stop. Not necessarily at once. Para hindi kayo napapagod. Ngayon, kung gusto mo magpakapagod, basta naka-brake ka, naka-clutch na. Maghapon ka na lang naka-clutch. Hindi naman kailangan yun eh. Pag hindi kailangan, huwag yung ginagamit, huwag yung ginagawa. You only press the clutch if it is needed. Pag hindi kailangan, don't do it. Okay? So, that is the proper way to stop the car. Next. The gas. What is the function of the gasoline pedal? Of course, this is for the speed. This is for the speed. This is the first function of the right foot. Gas. Now, if you want to run it slow, if you want to increase your speed, apply more gas. If you want to run it slowly, apply gas lightly. So, your right foot has two functions. If not on the brake, it should be on the gas. If not on the gas, it should be on the brake. You seldom rest your right foot on the floor. It's either gas, brake, gas, brake. But your left foot, if not on the clutch, please rest it on the floor. Because it is not advisable to ride the clutch. Do not be a clutch rider. The moment you are not using the clutch anymore, please rest your left foot on the floor. Because if you keep on riding the clutch, ultimately, you will be burning the clutch lining. So, pag hindi kailangan, rest it on the floor. However, it is not easy for you to do that. Whenever I teach students how to drive, and I notice this student is always riding the clutch, of course, as your drive instructor, I have to correct that mistake. Now, the normal instruction is like this. Since you are not using the clutch anymore, will you please rest your left foot on the floor? Ano yung sasagot ng estudyante? Hindi na ubali, hindi na bali. Kasi kung ibababa pa yun, hahanapin ko pa yan. At least nandiyan na po yan. Kinakanyan ko na. Hindi ko naman yung dinidiin natin na. Well, don't tell me, for one day driving, can you hang your foot there? Oh, you are actually riding it, resting it. So, from your first lesson, as a student driver, try to form the habit of not riding the clutch. Because if you keep on riding the clutch, every 3 months, every 4 months, you'll be replacing the clutch lining. Masusunugan ka. And that's a little bit expensive. Okay? So, your right foot, if not on the brake, it should be on the gas. If not on the gas, it should be on the brake. Suppose your right foot's on the gas, and your left foot's on the clutch. And then suddenly, may biglang tumawid na bata. Brake! Sabi ng instructor. Minsan hindi mo na yung brake mo. Remember, you cannot apply brake with your left foot. The only function of your left foot is the clutch. So you have to transfer your foot from the gas to the brake. Anyway, you cannot apply clutch and brake at the same time. That is the function of each pedal. Next, the gears. Basically, there are only 2 types of gears. And what are these? If your gear is down here, we call that floor shift. Because it is on the floor. If it's up here, dito ka nagsishift sa manubela, we call that wheel shift. Or column shift. Because it is column type. Or stick gear. Para sa stick ang liit niya, ginaganyan mo. But whether you are using floor shift or wheel shift, usually they are all the same. They are all letter H type. Letter H lahat ang gear natin. But whenever you shift the gear, you are holding something here. Di ba may hawak ka? Yung ginaganyan mo. Yung ginaganyan mo, ano yung call that? Sa inyo, cambio na lahat yun eh, no? No, that is not the gear. That is the shifting lever. That's the lever where you shift the gear. But that is not the gear. The gear is down there, which is not visible inside the car. Okay? This is the first type of gear. The gear of an old owner-type Jeep. It is letter H. Neutral is always at the middle. 1, 2, 3. Neutral, reverse. So, yung mga lumang sasakyan, they are only up to 10 million. Okay? And then they introduced the Volkswagen Beetle, or Lancer, or Galant, the old type. The same, it's letter H. They have to follow this standard letter H gear. Neutral is always the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4. There is 4th gear now. Whereas the Jeep is only up to 3rd gear. Back to neutral. You press it down on neutral, swing it to the left downward. That's the reverse for old Volkswagens, Galant, Lancer. Next, they introduced Toyota Corona by the Japanese. Toyota Corona. It's always letter H. Neutral is always there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up to 4th gear. Back to neutral. Swing to the right downward. Is the reverse. Ang Volkswagen dinitin, left down. Ito, just swing to the right downward. Is the reverse for Toyota Coronas. Now, vehicles made in Germany, mga Mercedes-Benz, it's also letter H. Neutral is always there to middle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Neutral, pull it up, swing it left, upward is the reverse for Mercedes-Benz. Inaanak. Yan. Huwag namang sobrang angat. Mabubulot yan. Ang Volkswagen dinidiin eh. Ang Benz, you just lift it back up, swing it left, upward. Lahat ng mga tayong vehicle, ganyan din sila. You just fling it up, left, upward. Mga Benz, ganyan. Pero mga modern vehicles natin, ito na. Neutral, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there is up to 5th gear. Pa-increase ng ma-increase. From 10, ginawa nilang 4, ginawa nilang 5th gear na ngayon. May 5th gear. Yan. Suppose you want to be a bus driver. You want to drive a Victory Liner bus or a Baliwa Transit bus. This is a typical bus gear. It's also letter H. Neutral is always there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. May 6 gears na sila. Oh. And then swing it to the right downward is the reverse for modern buses. So by just looking at the different type of gears, do not think that since you learn how to drive a brand new car, you cannot drive an old Jeep, an old Volkswagen, an old Coronas, an old Mercedes-Benz. You can. The principle is the same. The only difference is the gear. Now, is there danger to that? Of course, there is a minor danger unless nakabisado mo yung mga gear. Like for instance, your car at home is a brand new Corolla. Yeah. You memorize your Corolla gear, neutral, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ito pala ang coaching na drive mo sa buong buhay mo. And then one night, at 12 o'clock in the evening, your neighbor is knocking at your door, begging you to drive their own type kit. Emergency. Bring the child to the hospital. But, hindi pa ako nakadrive ng jeep. Hindi alam ko kayo dahil nakikita kita araw-araw nagdadrive ang kotse ko eh. Subukan mo. O susubukan ko. Memoryado mong ganyan. Ito na ngayon ang itadrive. First gear. Dahil yun ang first gear ng kotse mo eh. Ito, reverse yan. You will crash the car behind. Kasi siyempre, pag hindi mo kabisado, ang pumapasok sa ulo mo, yung gear mo. Yeah. So that's all there. Otherwise, everything is the same. After knowing the different type of gears, memorizing, the next thing that you have to remember again is, you cannot go from one gear to another unless you follow the letter H type. Meaning neutral. 1, 2. From 2 to 3, you have to cut the neutral. 3, 4. Yan. Neutral. 1, 2. From 2 to 3, neutral. Swing it right. 3, 4. From 4 to 2, neutral. Yan. Yan. So you always emphasize the neutral. You always cut the neutral. Do not make shortcut. Do not do this. Neutral. 1, 2, 3. Galit na galit ka sa gear. Nanghinginig kang gano'n. No, walang pagkambyong X. Letter H yan. Do not go directly from second to third like that. Pag palagi kang mag-shortcut, magkakaroon pa akong krasada dito. So masisira na ang bushing ng transmission mo. So always cut this neutral. Always emphasize the neutral. Okay? But again, although you emphasize the neutral, but please when you do it, do not emphasize it too much naman. Huwag naman neutral. Huwag naman gano'n. You only pass it once like that. Pero pag Alam mo, hindi po kayo gumaganyan, neutral yan. Kaya nasa press, gaganyan mo. Yan. Dapat nakatayo ang gear. Kung nakaganyan siya, hindi neutral yun kahit na gumagalaw siya. Kailangan nakatayo siya. Okay? Next. After knowing how to shift the gear, the next important to remember again as a student driver is, every time you move this gear, you have to press the clutch. You cannot shift the gear unless you press the clutch down. Every time you press the clutch, no gas. Clutch down, no gas. You cannot apply clutch at the same time applying the gas. So, the sequence whenever you move the gear is clutch down, no gas, second. Clutch down, no gas, third. Clutch down, no gas, fourth. Yeah. So, it's always like that. Clutch down, no gas, second. Clutch down, no gas, third. Dito ka. Baka magalabas ka. Magalabas. Yan. Okay? Ngayon. So, every time you shift the gear, pag sinabi kong segunda, clutch down, no gas, second. Dirisa na. Clutch down, no gas, third. Fourth gear. Clutch down, no gas, fourth. You have to memorize the sequence. But you think that is easy to do? No. Remember, it's just a simple three. Wait, clutch down, no gas, second. Oh, pero pag nandun ka na, you cannot even follow it. Remember, the sequence, clutch down, no gas, second. Anong ginagawa niyo? Clutch down, second. Yung gasolina, hindi mo rin release. Basta umugong ang gasolina, ibig sabihin mali yung sequence. So, clutch down, no gas, second. Clutch down, no gas, third. You have to memorize that. But again, although I'm telling you to memorize that, when you do it, do not murmur it anymore. Huwag mo na binubulong. Clutch down, no gas, second. Huwag mo na sinasabi. Iniisip mo na lang yun. Okay? Ngayon. After knowing all these things, only then we will let you start the engine. Okay? Taking for granted this ignition switch, you should say, off, on, start. Nandun na susi. What's the first step before you can start the engine? Ano muna ginagawa before you can start? See to it that the gear is on the neutral position. That's the first thing you do. So as soon as you take the seat, clutch down, neutral. Yan. Clutch down. Basta gusto mo na mag-press, clutch down, neutral. After neutral, right foot on the gas. And then start. Turn the key to the right. When you turn the key to the right, yung unang switch on yon. And then you turn it more, that is the starter. Start. That's the starter. And then upon hitting the starter, apply gas slightly. That is the engine. As soon as you hear the sound of the engine, bitawan mo yung susi. That's very important. So neutral, right foot on the gas, start. Basta umandar, bitawan mo yung susi. Halimbawa, nasarapan ka sa susi, hindi mo na pinintawan, wasak ang starter mo. Sunog. Pag brand nyo yan, 7,500 pesos. Even only for 1 minute, if the engine, nakaganyan ka pa, sasabog ang starter dyan. So you have to be careful with that. As soon as you hear the sound of the engine, bitawan mo yung susi. Yan. Kaya sometimes, whenever we deal with the first time student driver, especially the nervous type, we don't allow you to start the engine. Yung instructor muna nag-i-start. Lalo na kung palaging namamatay, yung instructor ang nag-i-start. Kasi baka maya-maya, nanigas ang kamay mo. Hindi mo na pinitawan na sunog ang starter namin. 7.5 yun. Nagbayad ka lang 2,200. Hindi pa tayo nakalis na nanugi na i-socialize. So you have to be careful with that. So neutral, right foot on the gas, start. As soon as you hear the sound of the engine, release the ignition switch, the key. That is the way to start the engine. So, mandar ng makina ngayon. Psychologically, if you are dealing with the first-time student driver, first time to take driving lessons, the mere sound of the engine scares you. Diba? Pag nanginginig na yung makina, nanginginig ka na rin. Tatakbo na ba tayo? Huwag mo na, huwag mo. Patay mo na natin ako. Ninenervyos ka. Tumatawad ka. Siyempre,